What's going on? This is My Life in the Shop. I'm your host, Donald Washington. Now, I'm going to bring you guys a story out of Memphis, Tennessee. This story is going to read, Dorian Harris stole a beer from the corner store, so the clerk shot him dead. You can't make this type of stuff up. Over a beer. I did so many stories about these foreign-owned businesses coming to the black community, make millions, rape your community for millions, and go back to their neighborhood while you on the corner selling nickel and dimes and killing each other over nickel and dimes. And they come in your community, walk out with millions, treat the people like dirt, go back to their community. This is My Life in the Shop. Now, Dorian's 17. It's going to take them 2 days. 2 days before they find the young brother. Now, here the story is going to read. Matter of fact, I will bring you guys the story. Take a look.
17-year-old Dorian Harris isn't spending this Easter Sunday with his family. Instead, they're grieving his death after investigators say he was shot and killed by 28-year-old Anwar Ghazali Thursday, a clerk at this convenience store on the corner of Springdale and Howell. The arrest affidavit shows Ghazali chased Harris out of the store after he stole a beer, shooting him from behind as he walked away.
I feel like, it could have been better than that. He didn't have to kill him.
Harris's body wasn't found until 2 days later, next to Sarah Patton's house, just a few yards away.
I had just put my lock on my door and I heard some couple shooting. After I heard the couple shooting, I didn't, come to the door. I looked out the window. I didn't see nobody running or nothing. So I didn't think no more about it.
According to court documents, a witness told police Ghazali walked back into the store after the shooting, saying, quote, "I think I shot him," but never called police. Patton tells us she had no idea Harris's body laid next to her home until investigators told her.
I didn't see it. If I had knew that it was back there, I would have called the folk before now.
Harris's loved ones hugged and cried near the crime scene Saturday, likely asking the same question as many others in the neighborhood. Why?
Actually, everybody was confused about what happened. So.
Police say the shooting was caught on camera. The owner of the store declined an interview. In Hyde Park, Nina Harrelson, WREG, News Channel 3.
What can you say? What can you say? Here's a corner store that's you putting millions into. They don't hire from the community. They don't pay taxes in the community. They don't live in the community. They don't shop in the community. Why are you still shopping there? However, in a lot of cases, this is the only place to shop. And they treat you like absolute dirt. So much so, they will kill you for stealing a beer. However, I hate a thief. Don't get me wrong. However, how did we get here? This is what we must discuss, is how did we get to where we have to steal and stealing beers. Every single story is something, and I keep saying this. We don't shop in our own community. Here it is. We spend $1.3 trillion a year, but we spend 98% of that outside our community. Outside our community. And then we spend it all with foreign-owned businesses that don't hire from the community. So now this little 17-year-old boy, instead of having a job, he has to steal. Instead of having a job, because we feel we need to take all of our money outside our community, we don't shop at our own businesses. And therefore, we can't hire our own children. Now our children got to get out here, rob, and get killed. I just did a story about the young brother from Sacramento that got killed for breaking into cars. Whose stores do you think they got to steal out of when they can't get a job in our community? This is life or death. I keep saying it. If we don't shop in the businesses in our community, our children will get gunned down in those streets. Yes. The police are not playing with these kids. They not. Store owners ain't playing with these kids. We either gonna unite or die. Point blank, just like that. Unify or die. That's the only two options we got. Unify or die. That's it. Our children are being attacked at every cost, and it's our fault. It's our fault because we could change this situation literally overnight. We gave Black Panther $1 billion in 3 weeks. We give Hair Weave $9 billion. We give Mercedes. We give Hennessy, Jordans. None of that money comes back to our community. None of it. And we still shop at these places. We still patronize everybody that don't put a dime back in our community. How backwards is that? Why not shop at businesses that put money back into the community? With businesses that hire from the community. Businesses that shop in the community. Businesses that live in the community. We are clueless economically. And look what happens when our kids. Here it is, the gas stations are owned by everybody else but us. And they hire everybody else but us. The liquor stores are owned by everybody but us. And they hire everybody but us. The Chinese food spot would never hire you. They'll come in your community and never shop in your community. Ask any businesses around the Chinese food spot, ask them, have they ever shopped in your community? Every one of the businesses gonna say, I never seen them walk out. They gotta be tired of eating Chinese food. They would never shop in your community. They would never hire from your community. So ask yourself, why is this young 17-year-old out here stealing a beer when he should have had a job? When his parents should have owned that corner store. And he could have easily bought a beer. But we too busy running outside our community thinking everybody's ice is colder than ours. And this is what we get. And I'm tired of people marching about this, that, and the other. What are you going to do about it? Everybody want to get online. We would rather beg our way out of a situation than to get disciplined enough to where you got to only eat at the restaurant in your community that's owned by the people in your community until it gets better. Yes, they may have higher prices. Yes, they may be a little bit slower. Yes. But within a month, if everybody shopped there, within a month, that one store can hire from the community. That one store turns into 3 stores. And those 3 stores, if everybody support those 3, within a year, we'll own everything in the community. We'll own everything in the community. Our children don't have to be thieves and stealing. That's a fact. Let's get it together. Anywhere that the community is thriving, black, white, green, blue, or red, no less violence, if little or no violence. If there's poverty, high violence. Whose houses do you think they're going to have to rob? My house, your house. What do you think they're going to do? What? Come on, man. Economics. Bring you this story. You go all day. Corner store clerk, Memphis, Tennessee, shot a black teenager to death. Let me bring you guys his picture. Let me bring you to Brother Dorian Harris. Let me bring you his picture. This is him. Sad tragedy, man. Young brother, 17. Life gone. By this jerk. By this guy. 17 years old. Running. Shot him from behind. Didn't even call the police. Let his body just sit there. Went in. Think I shot him. Didn't even call the police. It wasn't even about the beer. He didn't care about that beer. Didn't even care about that beer. Wasn't even about that. This is what we facing. Unify or die. Point blank period. Just like that. Now everybody that's going to get on Facebook, Twitter, and march in the street, what are you willing to do to change the situation in your community? What are you willing to do? You going to talk about it? You going to, what is it, Facebook gangster they call it? What are you going to do about it? Are you going to shop at the businesses in your community? Are you going to turn your community around? We can literally do it overnight. Here it is. We're running out giving billions of dollars to everybody else except us. Billions. Boom. We went out, gave Black Panther all our money. They in return put $1 million in the Oakland spot out of $1 billion, out of 3 weeks. They said, we give you $1 million. We got billionaires. Some of our celebrities are billionaires, millionaires. Go live in Beverly Hills. Don't look back for you. Don't know you. Mega churches making millions. We economically, man, we backwards. It's about the money. Understand it's about that almighty dollar. Anyway, make sure you guys like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace, peace, peace.